So today we're going to be looking at the Pod Express Black by Line 6 because it's black and it
Says it on the front.
says it on the front. And my name is Gabor and hello.
Hey, welcome. I'm Alex. We're going to check out this little multi-effects today. Please hit like and subscribe on the channel. Give us a thumbs up, ding the bell, and help us out. Leave us a comment.
Please.
What do you think?
Please do.
Cheers.
Please do. And this is sent to us by Line 6. We don't get to keep it. We've got to send it back. We're not getting paid for this video. So this is not a sponsored video, even though it is product placement. But it's not sponsored because we're not getting paid. So tin foil hats off. And stop whinging. All right. So, Alex.
Yo.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Excellent.
We did the red version earlier.
You can watch the red version up here.
Yeah.
Also, with the red version, we went through all the different menu thingy-dingies you can do on the pedal.
Yeah.
They now have released this rather spiffy-looking app, which I've got on my iPad right next to it. So this is connected via... This is one of the USB-C iPads. So it's just USB-C to USB-C. You can connect your phone or other iPads via lightning cable directly to this and use the app. We're going to use that because it's way easier. If you want to know how all the secondary functions work, watch the video that was up there. I'll put it in the description below as well, of the other Pod Express, because it's the same. It works exactly the same way. This is just way, way easier. So what I thought we'll do today, Alex, is we'll look at a couple of presets.
Cool.
We'll check out what's on this lovely black device of angriness, and we might make a somewhat angry preset for you and a somewhat angry preset for me. So basically, if you don't know, Line 6 have released a Pod Express Black because people weren't happy, I guess, maybe with the selections on the normal Pod Express that wanted to be more...
Just judging by the font of black, it's
Yes.
kind of more
Angry font.
Scandinavian.
Scandinavian, yes.
Yeah.
So the good people of IKEA weren't happy with... No, so it's basically more metal-based, heavier amps. But if you look at us, we're not your metal guys. But I think it can do so much more than metal. And not saying it in a derogatory term, like a lot of metal people think it is. Not being derogatory, just saying I think you can use it for lots of other styles other than metal as well. And I actually, personally, spoiler, I prefer this to the normal Pod Express. Yeah.
So we're going to get some crunch sounds and some rock sounds as well.
Yeah.
The setup today, we just got it going straight into what's it called, Logic on the computer.
That
We've got a special power supply, which is the
MXR Isobrick Pro.
Excuse me, dog.
Even the dog is excited about MXR Isobrick Pro.
MXR, which is the big shiny one.
Yeah. And so it's just going direct in. We're using all the amp sims, all the effects, everything you're hearing is from that. We just got the guitars, that, and we're going to use the app to make changes. Even the dog is excited once again. So should we just check out a couple of presets?
Cool.
There are only a few presets on here. Now, this is one of the demo models from Line 6 Australia, so I'm not sure if this is what usually comes as presets, but these are the presets we have. These are the presets we're going to go for. So let's check out Pure and Clean.
Actually, that's a good point. If you get anything digital, whether it's guitar gear or computer gear, just do a firmware update as soon as you get it, because it could be sitting in a warehouse for a couple of months.
Yeah.
And they could fix bugs or do improvements. So just do that straight away.
So I didn't, because it's a demo model and I didn't want to muck around with it because we've got to send it back pretty soon. So, but yeah, Pure and Clean. So we've got a phaser in this.
Yep.
So, I mean, if we quickly just look through it, it's quite easily worked out the way it works. You've got a gate, you've got your distortion and boosts. So distortions, you've got, op amp, which is based on a OCD style drive. You've got LED, which is to Earthquaker devices plumes. You've got distort, which is a rat, and you've got fuzz, which is a big muff. And you can turn them on and off and change, and we can assign switches to it, which we'll do all that stuff later on. You've got your boost section, which has compression, which sounds like a bass style compression, like made in conjunction with Billy Sheehan.
Yeah.
So you've got a tube screamer style boost, you've got an EP booster, and you've got the Earthquaker device's live pedal boost. Because there's a Sun amp in there as well, so I think it has a whole Sun band, not just Sun amp, but Sun band kind of vibe going as well. Then you've got the amps here. You can select all that via this, right? So you can switch this and you can actually see it move as I'm switching it. So you've got the Pure amp, which is based on a PRS amp. You've got Dirge, which is a Sun amp. You've got a Orange style amp. You've got Anvil, which I think is one of their own Bedoink amps.
Yeah.
You've got Slay, which I think is the same PRS amp, but the dirty channel. You've got Mega, which is a Dietzel kind of thing. And you've got Avant, or whatever you want to call it, which is, what was that based on? Rev Generator 120.
Rev.
Yeah, so it's a Rev Generator 120. So you can select with this, and they're the names, but if you kind of want to see what it looks like, you just click on these thingy-dingies here.
The app does make this much better.
Since introduced the app for both, it's so much easier, I reckon, to get your head around. And then you've got all the controls, which the controls do change depending on the amp, right? You've got the different cabinets, which, I mean, while we're doing this, may as well go through this stuff. So we've got well, actually, it says it here, doesn't it? Yeah, well, it kind of says it. So you've got a 1x12 cabinet, which is based on them as a Boogie cab. You've got a 4x12 Sun cabinet. You've got a 2x12 Orange cabinet. You've got a 4x12 Mesa Boogie cabinet. You've got a 4x12. Oh, I think the order's different. Oh, no, that's it. You've got a 4x12 Bogner cabinet, and you've got a 4x12 Engel cabinet. And this is the Marshall one, I think, the 4x12 Greenback. Yeah, maybe the order's a bit different. But yeah, you've got those cabinets. And then you've got low cut, high cut, and level for all of them. You've got effects. You've got a chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo, all based on stuff. Look it up on the manual. It doesn't really matter anyway. And then you've got a digital delay and a tape delay. And you also, with the delay, you have a looper function as well. You've got reverb and delay shared, and the looper function in here as well. So you've got an ambience and a hall reverb. So you don't have them separate, which I can already feel whinging coming across from that. But then I think with a lot of metal amps, do you really need...
It's not an ambient type world.
No, not really. So I don't know. Hang on, I just got to bring this back up. You don't necessarily need both. But I mean, it would be nice to have both, but you don't. So that's how all that looks, basically. Oh, and then up here, while we're doing this quickly, you can click on a little gear, and then you can set up what you want these switches to do. You can also, with the old one, you had to push the Alt button to get to the secondary functions. Mm-hmm. So you can either turn this into, that changes what distortion and what boost and modulation and stuff. You can actually change it in here, so you can select which one you want to be the main function. So do you want, without pushing Alt, do you want to adjust the gain and mids and bass and treble, or and then press Alt to change distortions, or do you want it to be the other way around? So you can set that up. You can set up whether you're going, this is your tap tempo, or you can change presets. You can change the knobs to be anything you want, and then you can hook up an external Footswitch, which will do as well, and you can assign what you want the buttons to do. So all that stuff is all done via this now, and you can rename stuff here. So everything is done within this. So that's the talking bit about this. Let's look at some more presets.
Sure.
So that was pure and clean. Let's go Lunar Smoke. Yeah. So, for example, the way it's currently set up, this bypasses everything. So this turns everything off and puts it into bypass. And these are currently set up, so you can kind of see it. If you push this button, boost goes on and off. If you push this button, distortion goes on and off. So, for example, with this, it's kind of a slightly overdriven sound.
Yeah.
Let's check out a few different distortion and boost options.
Cool.
So they're both off at the moment. So let's check out a boost. Boost is on now. Let's try the compression, for example. You can turn it off with that switch. So that's what it's assigned to at the moment. So there's some serious compression going on there.
Yeah.
You do have a mix control as well. Let's just quickly run through it. So you can chuck a tube screamer in front of it. So this is a tube screamer now. this is an EP booster.
Cool.
That's quite pretty. And then you've got the tap control at the moment for this, if you want that. Let's check out, lastly, this is the Life Pedal Clean Boost. You can change bit depth and sample rate of the delay, which is kind of cool. I like that sort of stuff.
Digital.
Make it vintage digital. So that was the boosts, right? So we can turn the boost off. Let's turn the distortions on. That's with this switch. So at the moment we've got the. Let's go through them. So this is the op amp. This is kind of based on a OCD. This is the Plumes by Earthquake Devices. Which I think is kind of
slightly
Tube Screamer-esque influence as well.
Yeah. Groovy.
That's the tape delay now, just for something else. Let's go next. Distortion. So this is a Rat, vintage Rat. Let's just leave that for now. Let's just turn the delay off. And then we've got, lastly, the Fuzz, which is a Russian-style Big Muff. It's quite a change there.
Doubts.
Should we now quickly, while we're doing that sort of stuff, should we quickly run through a couple of different amps and just see what the difference in sounds is with the amps?
Cool.
Okay, so this is a pure amp, this is a PRS style clean amp. So even with a drive almost all the way up, it's clean. It doesn't really break up, even with a Les Paul. Let's quickly check Dirge. So this is the Sun amp style thing.
Cool.
I think it's a good sounding amp.
Cool crunch.
We've got the Crux, which is an orange style amp.
Nice. That's a fun tone, isn't it?
Yeah. Anvil, which is the Bedoink amp. So that's I think it's quite a lot of metal guys like that in the Helix world. That's like a liked amp by Line 6. Beautiful.
Nailed it.
Then we've got the Sleigh, which is the dirty channel of the PRS amp.
Cool.
Then we have the Mega, which is Digital VH4, the Mega channel. And then last we have the Avant, which is the Rev Generator 120, the red channel.
The gate's annoying a little bit.
Okay. So now to those amps, if you had to pick one for the Alex Black preset, which one would you choose?
Show us a list again.
So you've got the clean PRS amp, you've got the Sun amp, you've got the Orange amp, you've got the, what was that again? And that was the Bedoink, that's the Line 6 amp. You've got Sleigh, which is the dirty channel of the PRS amp. You've got Mega, which is the VH4, and you've got Avant, which is the Rev Generator 120.
Let's try the Anvil again.
Anvil?
Yeah.
The Bedoink?
Please.
Being the metal guy.
I feel like it has a nice amount of top end to mids to bottom end.
So you want to Avant it? I mean, Anvil it.
Sure.
Let's Anvil it. Okay, so do you want more gain, less gain?
Maybe slightly less, but we can boost.
Yeah. Okay, let's go down.
Front end.
Down with the gain.
Or should we try a cab next?
And then cabs, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Let's find a gain that you like and then cab it. Is that not enough gain? Do you want more gain?
Maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more?
That'll do it.
There somewhere?
Excuse me.
Do you want to EQ anything? EQ, everything's at basically 12 o'clock.
Yeah, let's start there.
Start there? Should we let's check out different cabinets. So that's the cabinet that it comes with, which is a vintage 30 filled Cali, whatever it is. Should we check out the different cabinets?
Sure.
This is a 1x12. Well, that's a 4x12 now. We went from 1x12 to 4x12.
It's 3 better.
At least.
Scooped.
Okay, this is a 2x12. That's the one we just had before, the vintage 30 4x12. This is the Engel XXL vintage 30. This is the Bogner style, I think vintage 30s as well. They all have, it's metal, vintage 30.
And the last one?
And that's the greenback Marshall.
I think maybe the 212 is...
The 212? You like that one?
Yeah. What's the last one again?
That one? Okay, the Marshall greenback 4x12. We like greenbacks. We both use greenbacks, so you can have a low cut.
It's a little bit of thump, so. Excuse me, dog.
Dog is
bossy today.
Okay, so you're happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so should we now quickly check what do you remember which boosts or distortions you liked?
Yeah. Well, maybe just a boost because there's already a bunch of
Okay.
going on.
So you want a Tube Scrummer style one, EP boost, or a clean boost?
Let's try the clean boost.
Clean boost?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's the one that's there anyway. Oh, wrong one. This one.
Cool. I just don't like gates. That's my thing.
Okay.
I'll put up with the noise.
So you happy with that?
Groovy.
Now, do you want to maybe add some modulation or delay to that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's check out the modulation because we haven't done it yet. So you've got chorus, flanger, phaser, and tremolo. Which one would you like out of those?
Start with chorus.
Chorus? Let's go through it. You can have it like a faster one, or
Maybe slow, just to like the width thing.
okay. Let's get the depth up.
2 voices.
2 voices.
Yeah, it's enough.
Nice stereo effect. I mean, that's the chorus. Then there's also flanger. You can also have an envelope-controlled flanger. Maybe if we turn the speed up a bit. Yeah, so you have to change the sensitivity of that. You could have a phaser.
Sweet. Chewy and...
Or you could have a tremolo.
There's actually a bunch of options with wave shapes and everything.
Yeah. So you can have random, you can have saw up, saw down, triangle, sine, square, inverted sine, or random.
Sign, seal, deliver.
Sine?
Sure. Ping pongy.
So now we can, for example, the honor sign, what we can now do is we can assign this, instead of it being bypass all, you can select it to be bypass. So I'm pretty sure that's FX3. So now this turns that on. The light change to blue as well.
Oh.
So that now turns the tremolo on and off, for example. Perfect. And then let's do a delay. Or do you want delay or reverb?
Delay.
Delay, do you want tape or digital?
I think the digital thing with the low bitrate is cool.
Digital thing with low bitrate. And what we can also do, so that's effect 4. What we can do is we can assign FS3 and FS4 currently turn effects 1 and effects 2 off.
Yep.
So I'm guessing that's 3, that's 4. So instead of the distortion being 1, okay, so let's make this, we want effects 4 bypass. So this now, we don't have a, that turns a boost on, that turns a delay on and off.
Cool.
That's back to front, that's the only,
It's upside down.
yeah, it's up. It shouldn't be that way, but the cable's in the way. So that now turns a delay on and off, for example. That turns the modulation on and off.
Yep.
And that turns the boost on and off.
Cool.
There you go. You happy with your preset?
Good night, Springfield. There will be no... Yeah, that sounds good.
So it's a new preset for me. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. Still low tuned, but not quite what you would usually use as a low tuning kind of thing. I'm going to use my Squire J Mascis. And you can kind of watch a video about that up here. With the Tough Set bridge and one of my favorite new pickups for low tunings, which is a Travis Bean style pickup in Jazzmaster disguise. And videos for both of those. One was up there, and there's another one there or down below. And it's in C standard tuning. So at new preset level, where it is now. Currently, it sounds like that.
So you mentioned you like the...
I like the Sun amp, so the second one, Dirge.
What's your opinion on noise gates? Do you like them engaged or?
Sometimes I have hot and cold kind of feelings. Maybe for this, let's turn it down, almost off. And I want to turn it drive down a bit. I think it sounds really good with that pickup, actually, just like that. Okay, so I reckon I want, in true Sun kind of thing, I want a rat, and I like rats anyway, so distort. So that's... it's currently not assigned. Okay, so how about let's assign it now, because I want it on that switch.
Okay.
So let's assign, I think that's FX4. We got to assign to bypass FX1. So this now, yeah. So the way you're going to look at it, and again, just because it's upside down, so this is Footswitch 1, Footswitch 2, Footswitch 3, and Footswitch 4. It's just because it doesn't really fit with... on
the table.
On the table, we'll do it that way. So that's 3 and that's 4. So that's currently that. So maybe a little gate now. Just to tame that a little bit. I like that.
One thing we haven't played with is a sag.
Okay, sag me.
Yep.
I usually like it sort of below 12 on all the Line 6 stuff.
Too much sag for you?
Yeah, that'll do well. Let's do that.
Happens when you
A
get...
little bit more threshold. I mean, a single core pickup, so... Okay, I quite like that. That sounds good.
Cabinet
Happy
tree?
with it. Okay, let's check our cabinets. There's a 1x12. If you scroll up, there's a 1x12 up the top. Actually, let's try it without the drive first. I actually quite like that sound.
Pretty gnarly.
But try the others, see which... Keep going. I think that's the actual Sun... I think to me, I personally like that and the Sun one the best, probably. Let's get more bottom end of 2x12. I'm going to go for the Sun though. It has a more sort of general sound. No, it works for more, I think, for more different sounds. The other one is, I think, once you get lots of distortion and stuff, lots of gain, it'll almost be too much. See, on a neck pickup, for example, it's quite a nice... Never ever played on a Sun amp before. No, see, I quite like that sound. That's sort of it works well, I think.
Modulation world.
Maybe got try the chorus, but like it's really slow, right? I quite like that.
Sick.
I'm quite happy with that, and we can turn it on and off with that.
Truly can.
And I reckon I'm gonna let's check out the reverbs just because why not? So we've got ambience. So ambience, I think, is more like a room thing. No, I think it's
Do just on it. No, that's the distortion.
That one.
That one.
So it's kind of like in a room rather than an actual reverb. It's more like like in a. I quite like that actually. I think that sounds really good.
Maybe slightly bigger. Medium size.
So now, which leaves us, I reckon that's an always-on thing. So now let's do FX3, and let's assign that to bypass, or Footswitch 3 to FX2. So with that now, that turns the distortion on, that turns a boost on and off. So maybe we should add a boost. Because why not? going to say something?
Oh, there's now 3 channels.
Yeah, well, there's... Well, 4, and then you can boost end. Hours. Can I just quickly try the same sound with a Tele in standard tuning? Because why not? I like Teles. I like standard tuning. Just use the same sound. So this is Aerodyne Tele. Video for it up here. It's the same sound.
It's like grunge funk.
Grunk. Funch?
No, grunge. Yeah, it does.
It works. And yeah, and then with
everything controlled by foot switches.
And foot switchable. I think the room sound makes a big difference.
Cool, eh?
I quite like the room sound. But I mean, that's and then you can save everything and you can... Well, and instead of foot switch, so you can have either a single foot switch, you can have a double foot switch, you can have a single foot switch and an expression pedal, or you can have 2 expression pedals. Because it's a TRS cable, so you can either, you know, and then you just reassign and say what you have, right? So whether you have a volume pedal and a switch, or whether, you know, you can change all that sort of stuff. Also, tap tempo is per preset. All
cool.
That sort of stuff. So there's tons of stuff you can do. Yeah.
Stuff.
I think it's pretty cool. I genuinely think the app made it from something that's pretty cool, but a bit of work to set up. And because, I mean, if you watch that other video, let's think below, there's a lot of things you got to remember. So you got to set it up. Like this, if you want to quickly change something on the fly and you don't remember what buttons to push, have your phone, have a USB cable, like a lightning. You need one that's this has got USB-C to USB-C, but you need a USB-C to lightning cable. You plug it in, quickly make the changes, save them. Bob's your uncle. I think that made it. It's a really usable thing.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about the first version was that interface actual thing, but this solves that problem.
Solves it, yeah. Absolutely solves it.
Leave a comment. What do you think?
Yeah, thoughts below.
Tried the black one yet?
Yeah, we're gonna have to send it back pretty much straight away. So we're not gonna maybe down the track some stage. If you want us to do some more videos with it, let us know what you want us to do, and we may be able to borrow it again. But that's going back to Line 6 ASAP. So yeah, big thank you to Line 6 Australia for sending this out to us. Big thank you to all you lovely people for watching, and yeah.
Thanks for hanging. See you soon.
Bye.